All right. Next up, Pearl and Satin, a.k.a. Lesley Haskell and Donna O'Leary, are two American women who are afraid to voice their opinions on what they hear from the mainstream media. They, along with so many others, feel the silent majority must be silent no longer. They speak their minds and speak from the heart. They have been Trump supporters before it was cool to be such. They stump for Trump because they believe in President Trump's agenda to make America great again. These ladies are proud to be on the Trump train, so welcome, Pearl and Satin.
Our second rally. We're going to do it, baby. I don't care who's here, because you know what? The people that aren't here, what are they doing? They're out doing American stuff, aren't they? American stuff. They don't have to be here. We're not a government that's saying, no, you must go to this rally. That is our government you must support. No, that's not us. We're America. So, just to let you know, I'm Pearl. This is my girl, Satin. Say hey to Satin. Hey, now, our organizers, John and Cecily, they kept wanting to call her Satan. I gotta tell you, she's not that bad.
If it fits.
She's not that bad, y'all. She's not that bad. So, welcome, y'all. If you're praying people, and I think you are, let's pray for our legislators, our congressional leaders, because they are what? Being hunted. Hashtag hunt Republicans. Are you freaking kidding me? When did Republicans ever do that? We never did that crap. So let's talk about this guy, this blob of flesh, Jim Devine. He's the one that came up with hashtag hunt Republicans. Okay, you see that face? Yeah. Democrat strategist.
What is that?
What the hell is a Democrat strategist?
Somebody that wants to be somebody they're not.
Somebody wants to be somebody. Ain't nobody. So, yeah, this is what we feel about. Yeah. Now, the hashtag hunt Republicans makes me think hunt. And we live up here in Washington State where we hunt. I don't like to stoop to their level, but if any of you have hunting property. Anyway, let's move on. You know what law is spelled backwards, don't you?
No.
Law. Almost. Almost.
Almost.
Close enough.
Phonetically.
So we're going to build that wall. We're going to stop the illegals coming in, which we already have done at 70%. 70%. So, and they talk about, well, some illegals are good. There's some good illegals. Okay, yeah, there are. I've known a few in my life. People that came here, they're not here legally, they're hardworking people. But the number of those people, it's not good. You're still illegal, right? That's right. But we know who the bad ones are, don't we? Because the bad ones are behind bars.
That's right.
Yes. And I know people who put them there. I happen to know somebody that's going to put even more there. So I digress. So, and you know what's funny? I heard some recently. The Democrats, they don't want to fund a wall, but they're more than happy to fund a sanctuary city. A sanctuary city. That's where the funds should go, to keep the illegals in instead of keeping them out.
Where they get special treatment and the American citizens have to pay the price.
Benefits. Too many benefits. Too many. So yeah. Cyber warfare. I'm all for free speech, but not for them. Now, terrorists do not have a right to the First Amendment. They don't. But I tell you, we have a right to the Second Amendment. Actually, the Second Amendment protects our right. We have that right from God. God gave us our Second Amendment. He wrote that. Yay, God! Woo! Yay, God. God. Because we were all born with the right to bear arms. We were all born with all of our rights. And our founding fathers knew that, and that's why they said, this paper will say that you have those God-given rights. Not the other way around. They didn't give us the rights. God did. That's my 2A speech. That's my, yeah. So, and we already talked about building that wall and illegals. And the bad ones behind bars, he's getting rid of. Yep. Because those people, unbelievable, unbelievable. The crimes that they commit. And this guy years and years ago, my husband unfriended, if you will, this man, John McCain. Okay, I respect his military service. I would lay down at his feet for his military service, but he's too damn old, people. He's too stupid because he's too old and he needs to retire. He needs to go fishing. He needs to build a garden or something. What's that big? But, oh my gosh, is the whole George Soros thing real? Because I haven't done my looking into that. I was focused on being here for you all, that I need to look into this.
That's right.
So, but my husband was way against him years ago. He always pegs people before I do. Bless his heart. That's why he's a leader of Spokane County. So, let's do this together, sweetheart. Bye, John. Go retire. Yes. All right. And getting back to #Hunt Republicans. And John showed a video with all of the Trump supporters being attacked, and you know, our leaders are now targets. It is unreal to me, the violence being perpetrated on our leaders. You know, let's pray for Congressman Scalise. Let's pray for him. Pray for those people who were shot. Pray for those Capitol officers, those police officers. 2 of them. God bless them.
Thank God.
And I saw her on TV. Oh, I just want to go out and hug her. I want to hug the guy. But it's unreal. And to say to me that it comes from both sides. Bullshit! Wasn't gonna get unladylike.
Sometimes you gotta.
Appreciate it. All right, our next speaker is Larry Haskell, a man of many accomplishments. Larry received from the Air Force, retired from the Air Force as a lieutenant colonel after logging more than 3,300 hours flying B-52 and B-1B bombers. He flew in the Persian Gulf in direct support of operations Enduring Freedom and Iraqi Freedom. You know, the B-1 bombers, the B-1B it's got to be one of my favorite airplanes. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous airplane, and it is awesome when it's flying. And I think the thing I like best about it is that it's the last little piece of America our enemies see before they meet Allah. And they get to cash in on those 72 virgins and find out that they all look like Madeleine Albright and Jan Marino. After earning his law degree, Larry was hired as a Spokane County Deputy Prosecutor and was elected as our head prosecuting attorney in 2014. Woo! Please welcome longtime Trump supporter Larry Haskell. Larry?
Said, and that is the depletion of our military capability, particularly over the last 8 years or so. And when we were over there directing the air war into Iraq, we used our tanker assets to help us accomplish that. And I can tell you that I, for one, became concerned. They weren't even flying against us. And yet we were taxing our tanker ability to an extent that I never thought that we would. And I grew up in the same world that Tim did, in that the American military prided itself in the ability, if necessary, to fight two major conflicts simultaneously on opposite sides of the globe. We cannot do that today. Is the world safer?
No.
I heard a former president try to tell me that it was just recently, but I will tell you the world is more dangerous than ever, and the diplomatic arm of the country known as the United States military needs to be able to meet any challenge. And unlike World War I and World War II, we will not have a lot of time. As Donald Rumsfeld once said, you go to war with the army you have, not the one you wish you had. And ever more true than today, when technology rules, and just because you can build a lot of tanks or aircraft in a number of months, the war may be over by then. So, in any case, to underscore that point, so I spoke at the last rally in favor of the president, as you know. And true to the agenda, several of us that spoke, including the sheriff and a city council member from Spokane, got called out for the fact that we spoke on behalf of the president. And despite the fact that I didn't say anything particularly controversial, I was present at the meeting in any case. But it was a great learning experience, I think, for both them that called us out and we who were called. But apparently I didn't learn my lesson, if there was one to be learned. So here I am again, still in support of the President of the United States. And the last time somebody commented about, everything gets commented on, right? About the fact that I had that law and order thing. You know, law and order actually came from some of my political detractors as a negative comment. Law, well, we have law and order, Larry. So I was law and order before Trump was. So they criticized me because I came out and I donned this hat. So now, I didn't learn that lesson either. I have a different Trump hat.
Yeah.
And the Democrats poured hundreds of thousands of dollars into this race. And did they win?
No!
And why do you think they didn't win?
Because they have no message.
They have no message.
Hate doesn't win.
They have a message of hate. And hate won't build streets, and it won't build schools, and it won't fix the infrastructure, it won't fix the power grid, it won't do anything. What hate does is it hurts each and every one of us. Same. So speaking specifically now to the politics of hate, and it's been brought up a couple of times today, about cries for Republicans to be hunted down and shot. And people have said that it's too bad that Congressman Steve Scalise survived. And calls for other electeds to be targeted as well. This is a shameful period in American history. The President's been concerned about an anti-police atmosphere in the United States, and he says that he will end it. And as far as the Second Amendment goes, the President has claimed that he will uphold at every level of our judicial system the right of all Americans, unless disqualified by some other little issue like felonies, the right to bear arms. So I have been, I continue to be in support of the President. I think that his agenda is sound. I think that his agenda is necessary. And I ask you to join me in supporting him as well. Thank you very much.
That was Spokane County Prosecutor Larry